So we're back again with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we defeated the dreaded Morpha from the dreaded Water Temple. Quite an adventure, wasn't it? In this episode, we're going to take on quite a bunch of things. So, first things first, when you finish the Water Temple, what you can do here is play the Sun Song. And when you first see the morning light on this platform here, we can, in other words, shoot the sun with the bow and arrow here. But you want to make sure that it's the dead morning sun, and you can just shoot it with an arrow. And there you go. This will bestow upon us the beloved fire arrow. It looks like a lollipop, like some kind of popsicle. I mean, look at it. It looks like a sucker. I mean, come on. What else does it look like? Anyway, what we can do here is just swim on right across and get it. We can now have a few ways to burn things. You could use Deku Sticks, you could use Din's Fire, or fire arrows. Yeah, fire is just the brunt of it all, right? Hey, we got the fire arrow. Set it to C, and their arrows will be powered up, and hit the target, and we'll go. Yeah, we have fire arrows now. So, with that, we want to change it back to nighttime, and do something here. Right next to this tree here, so let's go ahead and change it back to night, and get to it. Okay, so with it being nighttime, you want to go ahead and stand on this little platform here, right around this little corner, and go ahead and long shot this since we have the beloved item from the Water Temple. So, and right here is where we're going to obtain the 68th Skulltula? Yep, 68th right here. Okay, awesome. Now, time for the thing that I've not been looking forward to at all. It involves the fishing pond. I will be right back. The fishing pond and the 19 or 20 pound fish. This is not an easy one. I clearly was not looking forward to this part of the LP, but hey, it's got to be done if you want to get everything in the game. So what you have to do is it takes a good 13 tries if you want to do it right. My method would be to kind of scale around this big log right here. If you have the if you're in the adult era, that is. But in reality, just go ahead and try to get about a knee's depth in and cast your rod out like this. And on the 13th or 12th try or so, after trying to get this fish to hook onto the rod, he should bite on without any problems at all. Yep, just like that. And he's going to be kind of fighting the rod for about a good 3 minutes. So what I did here was just sped it up, clearly, since I did not want to be... I'm a big believer in saving time. If you honestly know anything about me, if you don't, or if you do, just know that I'm a big believer in saving time. So, I know that it was probably for the best if I just did like a live, like, rage quit montage of this, but man, the language that was coming out of my mouth was just beyond belief. But hey, this is the real Lunker. Let's see, it weighs about 19 pounds, and it's got to take up the entire screen, pretty much. So, yeah. Go ahead and get this over to the fishing clerk, and yeah. On the 3DS version, and I believe this one as well, you can snatch his hat off of his head, but hey. Yeah, that's going to weigh down the fishing rod by a lot, so casting out would be very difficult. But hey, you get the golden scale out of this. Jump into the water and press A. Now you can dive much deeper than you possibly could before, and that is the fishing pond. Yep, so getting that fish was quite an adventure. I spent a lot of time cursing it out, doing it while off screen. I still recorded it, but man, that thing was just... I feel everybody's pain. Even I struggle with that thing. Like, it's seriously not a thing that I want to look forward to in any Zelda game at all. A giant, I guess, gauntlet or so like that. But hey, I wouldn't call that a gauntlet because it's not a cluster of things, just one big thing. Anyway, but since we have the golden scale, we can swim all the way down and touch the bottom. Hear a little victory music? Yeah. Now, with that, we want to go down first and equip our little iron boots here, and go all the way down to the very bottom and obtain something. Yeah. Obtain something pretty nifty. Hey, we have some rupees here. And that laboratory guy with the blue hat on, he was actually staring at us, doing little deeds down here. But in the meantime, go ahead and obtain the 69th Skulltula. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to laugh at that number, and you're done. You're done? Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. So, with that, we can float all the way on back up. Yep, that is the 69th Skulltula right there, so duh. And float on back up and talk to this dude. He will say something quite daunting.
You may not have noticed, but I've been watching you. You touched the bottom just now. Fantastic. I'll give this to you.
Yeah, we have the 29th heart piece. Yeah, we have another, like, piece of ultimate health, like, just sitting in our inventory, right? Anyway, the next thing, straight and foremost, is we're going to go to Kakariko Village with Epona, and I'm not going to be expecting it to be looking nice over there right now, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty and see what's going on. Get back, LSP. Looks like you're coming around. LSP, a terrible thing has happened. The evil shadow spirit has been released. Impa, the leader of Kakariko Village, has sealed the evil shadow spirit in the bottom of the well. But the force of the evil spirit got so strong, the seal of the well broke, and it escaped into the world. I believe Impa has gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but she will be in danger without any help. LSP, Impa is one of the 6 sages. Destroy the evil shadow spirit and save Impa. There is an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. The only thing I can do for you is teach you the melody that will lead you to the Shadow Temple. This is the melody that will draw you into the infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Listen to this, the Nocturne of Shadow. You have learned the Nocturne of Shadow. Let me take care of the village. I'm counting on you, LSP. Alright, and with that, we can pretty much just jump to the conclusion that Kakariko Village is not doing that well yet. We're gonna save it, but hey. What I'm going to go ahead and do here is change it to the evening time. You don't have to do it for the thing that I'm going to do next, right after I do it. Yeah, word salad again. But, yeah, the thing that I'm going to get now, you actually don't have to have it evening. I'm going to get a heart piece, not a Skulltula. So, to kind of word that better is what I'm kind of getting at. But hey, go on and roll your way back all the way up. And we're going to go ahead and long shot onto the roof, since we have the item from the water temple. You can get this after you defeat Volvagia, okay? This guy, he kind of looks like Beto from the Wind Waker, but he's going to be chilling on the roof saying, "Hey, good to see you again. I'll give you this as a memento." And we have the 30th heart piece, baby! Alright, go ahead and add that into our inventory, and the next thing that we're going to go ahead and get is the next Skulltula, the 70th one. Go ahead and long shot onto this roof, and do it again here. And he will be right behind the kind of outskirts of this house. Go ahead and get him. Right here. 70 the Skulltula. There you are. Alright. We are going to go back to the past and become a kid again and do some errands around Hyrule. So let's go and get to it. Back to the past, baby! Okay, so in the area where we visited Princess Zelda for the first time in the very beginning of the game, we can go right around down to the area where we woke up Talon, the sleeping man behind it all, since he is wearing the little Bowser pendant around his neck. So we're not going to go ahead and see him here, but there's going to be something quite funny that I'm going to go ahead and show right on top of this cliff. So I'm going to go ahead and climb up it right now. So if you go ahead and climb this, there's going to be a gossip stone right over here. And if you have the Mask of Truth, you can go ahead and read this thing. I honestly think that this is like the most wholeheartedly thing that I've read in Ocarina of Time. I just got to talk about it. I overheard this. They say that, contrary to her elegant image, Princess Zelda of Hyrule Castle is in fact a tomboy. Stopping it right there. I really did not see Nintendo going that far in terms of just terminology of Princess Zelda, but man, I just had to show it. Seriously, in all of my years playing Zelda, it's just something that I never really saw until the time that I played it at a very young age. But hey, go over to this tree and play not a bomb or the Megaton Hammer, but the Song of Storms. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, that will pretty much rain open a grotto here. I did get a comment saying that there was a Skulltula right underneath the tree here, but I'm going to be getting it way later on, which is now. Let's go ahead and equip a bomb, a bottle, and our boomerang, and we're going to obtain some things in the thing. Let's go ahead and bomb this open, along with this wall right here. Okay. And right over here is going to be the next Skulltula, which I believe is our 71st one, so let's go ahead and crack him on open, and pick him on up. Hello. And boom, 71st Skulltula, there you go. Next, we're going to get a bug here. Bugs are of the essence, aren't they? So, we're going to be using this in the Death Mountain crater, so we're going to go ahead and warp there right now after leaving this grotto. Hey, Navi, I know that it's hot. I know not to touch a hot stove, okay? Leave me alone. Anyway, so in all seriousness, go ahead and warp to the Death Mountain crater as a kid that is, since this soil patch is going to be apparent to us. Go ahead and plant a good old magic bean here, and we're going to make a leaf appear as an adult. So with that, go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and plant a bug by pulling out the ocarina. So go ahead and plant some bugs here. Okay. And just for poops and giggles, go ahead and scoop one back on up, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to use it again at a later province. I'm going to go ahead and approach, and this is the 72nd Skulltula. Go ahead and pick it up. Okay. Good to go. There it is. Alright. We are going to go back to Mr. Phonogram Man of Kakariko Village and go ahead and do something to him that he's going to complain about 7 years in the future. I'm going to go ahead and break that down right now. Okay, so back at Kakariko Village, we're going to go see the man behind the windmill. Mr. Phonogram Man, here he is, in the question mark house. But is this the sense of morality that he has? The fact that he's going to complain and just go on a big rabbit trail about something that we were required to do 7 years earlier is just brilliant. I don't think this is a coincidence. It's not a curse of some kind, but it's just what he remembers 7 years earlier. So the fact that we just had to do this, and we're going to do it right now, and he's going to complain about it 7 years later, it's great. But hey, go and play the Song of Storms, and mess up the windmill. Go around, go around, go around. What? It's going way too fast. You seem to be happy and joyous about it now, but 7 years later you're just gonna like say, oh, it's all of a sudden a problem. It's just, I don't understand, but hey, with this we can go ahead and just enjoy the fact that there's no water in the well, and that post, which is just kind of broken off like 7 years later, in that cutscene with Sheik, is back here. So, hey, go ahead and go into the bottom of the well, and there kind of is an exploit here which kind of soft locks you in a way. You can get trapped in a Skulltula spin. It happened to me in practice, but hey, I'm gonna do my best to not have it happen in this episode, because otherwise I'm gonna have to restart the whole thing, which I don't want to do. So go ahead and bomb this Skulltula, and we're going to go ahead and read the depiction of this remains here. Let's go ahead and see what Navi has to say. I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. Look for the Eye of Truth. That's what they are saying. So, with this soft little wall here, hey green bubble, how's it going that he just passed up? Go ahead and climb our way on top of this. We're going to go ahead and go into this little soft patch in the wall right here. Hello? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. We're going to go ahead and get a key here. The first key in here. Honestly, this is not hard. The bottom of the well is just like another mini dungeon, just like the ice cavern before the water temple, but hey, that's the first key, okay? Go ahead and bomb this little pile open right here. This is not another key, but more of like an item here. I'm going to go ahead and assume arrows, bombs, or rupees of some kind, but no, bomb shoes actually. Yeah. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get every chest in the bottom of the well. We're going to make this really straight to the point, and we're going to make it a really clean bottom of the well guide. So go ahead and roll on this way. Okay, there's going to be another soft little wall here. I'm going to assume it is right here. Yep, another key right in this chest. Here you go. Alright. The next thing that we're going to go ahead and do after walking out of this wall is play the Song of the Princess. The Lullaby of the Princess. So, right alongside this wall, we're going to go ahead and find the good old Triforce emblem in the floor here. So, let's go ahead and do that and play it. Yeah, that's not the order, Link. It's not the order. What are you doing? Good, Link. You're Lincoln in this episode. I like it. Okay, so with the water lowered, we can go ahead and run over to this thing. Now, I missed. But hey, do not walk over to this pile in the middle. Go ahead and kind of hug the corners here, because I do know from my... because I'm kind of a little bit of a veteran at this game, but there's a giant gap. There's a giant gap in the floor here, and it's going to cause me to fall below, and it's not going to be fun. So go ahead and hug the corners and open this chest. It's going to be Deku nuts. Okay. We're going to go ahead and take a good old right here. We're going to go ahead and jump down and get another chest, which is going to be something not really that useful yet. Go ahead and jump down here and pick up some recovery hearts. It's not bad to have, but hey, we have the chest open, right? So, this room, there's so many there's just so much confusion about it, but go ahead and bust out your old Deku stick here. That is a Gibdo right next to us. If you've played Majora's Mask, it's just a Redead wrapped in mommy's clothing, okay? There's a key in this room, but honestly, go ahead and run over to the top left torch, and the key is going to be in this coffin. Okay. Nothing else to do in here besides look at the keys that's going to be attacking us. Hey. Haha. Not this time. Alright. Go ahead and climb on in. And get the key. Link. Link! Okay. You're not Lincoln. I've changed my mind. Thank you, Link. Holy... for holies. Yeah, holy beans. I'm sorry. Gibdo. No. I had it. I had it. But go ahead and exit. And we're going to go into the area with another hole since we lowered the water level. With the coffin room already completed and done, we're going to go ahead and go to the very main area and crawl in another hole. So yeah. This area right here, where we just bombed that hole in the floor, we're going to go ahead and jump right here and open up this chest. This chest is going to contain bombs. Bombs. But this is the hole that I'm referring to. The bottom of the well, to me, is kind of is the scariest part of any dungeon. But honestly, the dungeon right after the Shadow Temple is kind of like a knockoff. It's not that long of a dungeon. But hey, this is kind of like the exploit that I was referring to. You do not want to get caught in this contraption. It happened to me off screen. It will not happen in this episode. I'm sorry, but hey, with the dead hands in this room, we're going to go ahead and summon... It looks like a bloody sock. I'm not going to... Like, seriously, I'm not even joking right now. It looks like a bloody sock that's just... pure and ugly. But hey, go ahead and lower its face down to you and swag up its face. Now, this scared the freaking heebie-jeebies out of me when I was a little baby little saw plays back in the days of Ocarina of Time. But you want to get grabbed to spawn it out of the ground. That's like the only way to get it to come back out is to get grabbed. Okay? It happens, and it's just... Hey. You got to do what you got to do. So... If it's going to put me in danger, but at the same time I will get what I want, I may as well get grabbed. Wait for him to burrow all the way, not just halfway like that, and do it again. Okay, it's not a hard little boss battle, but it's just sure as hell creepy. It sure as hell is creepy, and I don't want to get bitten either. If I could spray paint on the walls the words "Still not bitten" from Telltale's Walking Dead, I would, but hey, I got bit. It's repulsive, it's twitching on the ground, but... This chest will contain a lovely item that we're going to go ahead and exploit way later in the episode due to a minigame that we're going to go ahead and participate in. This is the Lens of Truth. Okay. Look through it. Mysterious things are hidden everywhere. Yeah. It's basically saying that, hey, there's hidden things in the bottom of the well. You do what you gotta do to get it done. So... Go ahead and equip it here. And a lot of people kind of pass up this chest in here, but there's going to be an astronomical sum of rupees in this very boss room here. Go ahead and open this chest and get a whopping 200 bucks. Okay. Very simple. Not that hard at all. But hey, with the dead hand already dead, we're going to go ahead and crawl out, and it ain't going to happen again, Skulltula. It's not going to happen. If you think you're going to, for half a second, you're going to go ahead and trap me in this trapezoid of a wall, you are sorely mistaken. Go ahead and blow you up. Yeah, blow you up. It ain't gonna happen. If I say it ain't gonna happen, it ain't gonna boogie happen. Why do I ramble? I'm gonna get flack about talking too much, but it keeps me occupied, right? Hey, go ahead and bust out your old Lens of Truth here and go straight into this room that we first entered when we entered the bottom of the well. But notice that chest is kind of walled off by a pit. We can go around the corner right here and get it this way. This is going to be, in my opinion, the compass, if I'm not mistaken. The compass or the dungeon map. I think it's a compass, though. Yep, the compass. I knew it. I knew what I was talking about. Hey, leave me alone. I know exactly what I'm... It's... Green bubble. No. Snot bubble. It ain't going to happen. Snot bubble. He's not Zill from the Wind Waker, I mean, come on. But hey, go back into this room and open up the good old locked door on the left here. We're going to go ahead and take on this Baba, and I did not take any hits from those pots. And get used to floating pots right now, because they're going to occur way later on, something that they're just kind of symbolic for. But hey, next Skulltula right here. This is going to be our, I believe, our 73rd one. Okay, go ahead and pick him up right here. 73rd Skulltula, there you go. Easy. Straight to the point. Ain't wasting any time at the bottom of the well, because I sure as hell don't want to be here. And all my time jerking your time, going down, going to turn left and turn right. Anyway, the next door is right here. Now, I do use the Lens of Truth because when it comes to my competence of avoiding pits, I'm not that good. I'm not going to lie, I kind of suck ass at kind of avoiding pits, but hey, the next Skulltula, the 74th one, is going to be in this room, right alongside of this big void here, so go ahead and throw your boomerang at it. And 74th Skulltula, right off of the bat. Okay, moving on, and we're not going to stick around any longer. Ugh, trust me. And I speak for all of us when I say that. I really do not want to go ahead and stick around much longer, but let's go ahead and go back in the main room. So after you open that door on the right, you want to go ahead and head straight, and you want to go ahead and take a left. The lefty left is right to the left of that like behind that cage there, and yeah, crawl on through. Since we have another key here, we can go ahead and use it in this little area with this locked door. Locked doors are just mischievous creatures, aren't they? And with the BMOS here, we're going to go ahead and use our bombs and the Lens of Truth, because when it comes to avoiding pits, I suck. I suck really bad, and it's just one of my weaknesses. One of my weaknesses that I'm not going to go ahead and share. I kind of suck at it, but yeah, a burning blue rupee is kind of what I feel grateful for in this episode, but man, Keese, leave me alone. Keese, I don't want to keep Z-targeting you, or L-targeting you, or whatever you want to call it in Ocarina of Time. But, hey, like, how's it going? Leave me alone. Go ahead and take him on out. Okay. We're almost done with the bottom of the well. We don't have long left. We got like another minute here. Okay. So, or maybe less. Maybe more, I don't know. But this is the 75th Skulltula right by the like. Go ahead and pick him up. Okay. Open this chest on up. We are going to get rupees again. Yeah. Quite simple, isn't it? But go back in this room. It is going to kind of be wonky. Go ahead and drop on down. Drop on down, and we're going to go ahead and get the dungeon map right in this vicinity. So, where's the dungeon map? Right outside of these rocks. Let's go ahead and bust them on open. Okay. So, with this, roll on through. I don't even care if I get hit anymore, but man, it's just... I do what I gotta do. Hey, Redead. Take him on out. I'm not going to get paralyzed yet. Or at all, hopefully. Yay, he didn't get me. Now, there's going to be another Redead in this area that he's going to go ahead and go automatically all the way to his little friend and his rotting corpse before he even disappears. So he's not going to bother me at all. But go in this area with the rocks, and the dungeon map will be right over here. See the chest on the map? Yeah, we're going for that. We're going to go for that. Look, your friend isn't coming back. I killed him. I killed him, man. Die. There. You've suffered enough, and I've just put you out of your misery. The Walking Dead, that is, but man. This is the dungeon map right here. Okay. Simple enough. Alright. Easy. This map, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a hand. It looks like a little sticky hand that you just kind of throw. Remember those things? You kind of like grab paper and stuff with them across the room? Let's go ahead and bomb those rocks open. There's nothing behind them at all, but hey, nothing wrong with being double sure. We're going to go ahead and look at the map here and see that there's really nothing else to collect besides a lone chest right up top. We're going to go ahead and find out what it is right now. Let's get up to the top. I could have used Furor's Wind, but with the fact that I'm going all the way up the ladder, I'm going back in the desired area anyway. So, go ahead and climb all the way back up, and we're going to find out where that chest is. Get that last rupee, and let's get on out of here. Okay, so remember the area with the 2 locked doors that we kind of already opened? With the area with the like? Yeah. Go ahead and go in this little area. You really don't have to watch out for falling pits or anything, but there's going to be a small chest right beyond the Skulltula, and we're going to go ahead and pick that up. In here is going to be something called... I forgot. What is it? Deku Nuts. Yeah. Now we have everything. Let's be double sure. You got it all. Alright, so that was pretty much a clean bottom of the wall, so let's have a little round of applause for that, alright? Wrong. I'm not going to give myself that much credit, but hey, we're out of here. Okay, so if we go back to Castle Town at night during our kid area, we can go into this door and discover that there is a, what is it called? The Treasure Box Shop. Yeah, there's no other bland name to call it, right? But hey, what you have to do is you have to, like, guess. If you don't have the Lens of Truth, you have to guess which chest has the key and which one has the rupee. It's luck-based, but hey, if you have the Lens of Truth, you can go ahead and cheat. Yeah, remember a couple episodes back where one of the Gossip Stones says using glasses at this shop is just against the rules? Yeah, we're using it here. So, hey, go ahead and do this, and it's just going to be smooth sailing from here on out. So there's really no problems to be had here. It's really random number generated, but hey, with the Lens of Truth, you're just going to have no problems at all. We're going to go ahead and sail straight through security and just chill on the baseline and just get out of here with no problems at all. As quickly and with little pain as possible. Yeah, go ahead and open the doors, and open the doors. And you want to be careful not to open that chest with the rupee in it, because otherwise you got to start all over. The other chest will open automatically. So, with the key here, go ahead and get him. Go ahead and get him like that. Hey, ain't no keys yet. Ain't no keys. But hey, in this chest is going to be something very lovely. Let's find out what it is. We got the 31st heart piece, baby. Winner. You got a piece of heart. You've collected 3 pieces. With another piece, your life energy will be powered up. Okay? Awesome. Yeah, so with our errand said and done, we can pretty much go back here and find the leaf that we kind of planted earlier on in the episode and get the next heart piece just kind of chilling on the baseline right up here. The 30-second heart piece, we got it. All right? No problems at all. And yeah, go ahead and fly on top of this little mountain there and pick it on up. Easy, Pete. Going on out of here, I'm going to assume that it's daytime. No, it's nighttime. Perfect. With that, we're going to go ahead and get the next Skulltula right on the outskirts of this trail. Now, the upside is, if you've beaten the Fire Temple already, there's going to be no falling boulders here, but go ahead and bust open this rock specifically on the Death Mountain Trail and get the 76th Skulltula right on the trail. Alright? We're going to go back into Dodongo's Cavern and get some leftover Skulltulas that we really weren't able to approach it as a kid, but we're going to be able to approach now since we're going to be going there anyways. So just pretty much go ahead and pass up the Beamos right here in the area with the Dodongo's Cavern and go ahead and this vicinity. There's going to be a couple of Skulltulas right over here, so make sure that you have the hook, or at least one of the variations of the hook shot, preferably the long shot because it's better because it's gonna require the long shot in here anyways, since it's gonna be one that's kind of hard to reach. But if you had the Scarecrow song, or Pierre's song that is, go ahead and play it right here. And there he is. What's up here? How's it going? Alright, go ahead and hookshot him. And we're going to go ahead and get the 77th Skulltula right over here. There it is. Okay. The next one is going to be right across from Pierre. Go ahead and... We're going to have to bomb it open. Sadly, we're going to have to bomb it open because we got to pause again. And I don't want to pause again because pausing again makes time like taken up and I don't want to pause again. But in all seriousness, the next Skulltula is going to be right beyond this door. Okay. Go on it over on in here. Alright. This is the 78th Skulltula right in this room. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and tackle the west side of the dungeon right now. So approaching onto the west side of the dungeon, we can pretty much go in this door. Now, the Skulltulas that I'm going to be going in here for is, it's going to require the long shot. So sadly, if you do not have the long shot, do not come here yet because, yeah, you're going to be wasting your time. It's going to be impossible to get it, pretty much. So go ahead and bomb down this staircase like we did in the beginning of the game, except as an adult this time. Okay. Do that, and we're not going to have any problems. We're going to go ahead and backflip up this thing, because we are sick and stylish, because we're one of the homeboys here, so... Yeah, I'm not going to go ahead and say that again. But about 6 times up the stairs, and go ahead and jump our way on across over here, and boosh. Right over here. Now, if you look off to the... northwestern side here, he's going to be right in the little square hole. The square hole. That is not a YouTube short reference, but man. Use your long shot and get the 79th Skulltula. There it is. Moving on. Okay, so with those areas cleared up, we're going to go ahead and make our last step of this episode into the Dinosaur's Mouth. We're going to go ahead and get the final Skulltula in the Dodongo's Cavern. After this, we should be clear of Skulltulas in this dungeon, and that fire case is just not going to give me a break. But hey, I can only do what I gotta do. Get hit, but hey, at the end, I get what I want. Fire keys, leave me alone. I put up with you for long enough. I don't want to put up with you now, because I gotta get what I gotta get. Gotta get what you gotta get. Let's go ahead and bomb open this little area right here. Okay, not a problem at all. We're gonna go ahead and climb on in. Climbing on in, because we gotta climb on in. And there's gonna be an Armos in here. Just chilling right there. Go and wake him up. Wake up, wake up. And kill him. And kill him. But the 80th Skulltula is going to be right behind him. Okay? Go ahead and pick him up right there. Alright? One more thing for the episode, and we're going to be dunsies. Let's go ahead and warp to the graveyard. Yep, in the graveyard, here we are. And now, I want to say something really, really cool. something that I really loved as a kid in Ocarina of Time is this specific room. It really just shows the upside and the pinpoints of Din's fire. Just being able to go in this room and just light all these torches is just amazing. What a way to enter the next dungeon. And that big door right there is just daunting, I'll say that. But hey, this episode was stellar. In the next episode, we're going to go and take on the Shadow Temple, which I think is, again, a knockoff, but hey. We're going to go ahead and break it down in that one. With that, stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, or anything else, and peace out, everyone.